Hi, I'm Albina. I'm clinical nutritionist and a personal trainer. Today I wanted to talk about when is the best time to exercise to burn more fat. I guess you're kind of waiting to know about it. Here we go. I'm gonna tell you all about it. One of the most common reason sides is that when you exercise in the morning, you get your workout out of the way, so you don't have to think about it. In fact, a morning workout is the best time to exercise for people who want to lose weight, but not for everyone, unfortunately. Men burn 30% more calories when they exercise on an empty stomach, but women, on the other hand, burn less fat if they're exercising on an empty stomach. So, for women to burn more calories, we have to have something small to eat. Half a banana, an apple is fine, or mixed berries with full-fat yogurt or gluten-free toast with butter. That's all as an example. So, Dr. Adam Collins of the University of Surrey, which suggested that the amount of fat we burn changes based on whether we eat before or after exercise, and that this seemed to be different for men and women. So what he did, Adam's initially experiment had shown that for men, eating carbohydrates before exercise significantly decreased the amount of fat the body were burning for the 3 hours afterwards. When he did a similar experiment with both men and women, he and his team found that whilst the men still burned less fat if they had eaten carbohydrate before exercise, the women burned more fat if they had eaten carbohydrate before exercise. In order to see whether this effect measured in the laboratory could actually be significant in the real world, they recruit 30 volunteers to take part in a longer-term experiment. They took 13 men and 17 women who didn't do exercise normally, and they had to exercise for 4 weeks, 3 times per week, and they were supervised. They did classes like high-intensity interval training, Zumba, and spin classes. They've been supervised. All of them had a drink both before and after each exercise class, but one of the drinks was a placebo and not calorie in it, while the other was carefully calorie controlled hit of the carbs. No one knew who was taking which drink. 7 of the men were taking the carbohydrate drink before exercising, whilst 6 were taking it afterwards. 7 of the men were taking the carbohydrate drink before exercising, while 10 were taking it afterwards. At the beginning and at the end of the experiment, they tested how much fat they were burning whilst at rest, as well as a range of other measurements such as the weight, waist circumference, and blood sugar and fat levels. Whilst all of the women ended up burning slightly more fat at the end of the experiments, those who were taking carbohydrate before the exercise were burning more. That's awesome, isn't it? Wow, women have carbs before exercise. I learned something for myself as well. Meanwhile, all the men who are actually burning slightly less fat at the end of the experiment, but those who were taking carbohydrate after the exercise were better off. Yeah, there were no significant difference in their weight or waist circumstances, but their blood sugar level changed in the same way as their fat burning. In conclusion, men and women burn fat and carbohydrate in a very different ways. Men are very much carbs burner. As a man, you eat carbs, then your body is going to burn it rather than fat. Just giving the men carbs at the time in the experiment made them burn a bit less fat. However, given that we all have to eat and carbohydrate is an important part of our food for some people, it's better for men to eat after exercising if they want to burn more fat. This is because after exercise, men will use that carbohydrate to replace the carbohydrate in their muscle rather than burn it for fuel, and will continue to burn fat instead. For women, on the other hand, the results clearly show that eating before they exercise is better than eating after if they want to burn fat. Think about it. Women's bodies tend to burn fat more easily than men and are not fueled so much by carbs. Moreover, women are much better at conserving carbohydrate during exercise. So, when women eat carbs soon after exercise, this effectively overloading them with fuel and interfere with the body's ability to burn fat. The amount of carbohydrate in their test is probably the equivalent to a piece of toast or small bowl of cereal, and for men, not eating before exercise means about 90 minutes before exercise, and for women, not eating after exercise similarly means for about 90 minutes after. The study was quite small, but together with the evidence from the laboratory experiments, it does seem worth us making that simple adjustments to when we eat in order to maximize the amount of fat that our body burns throughout the day. Thank you for watching this video. Please press like if you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions, please comment below, and I will see you at the next video. Thank you. Bye.